If you're wondering whether inKONBINI is worth playing, here's what you should know. I thought inKONBINI was going to be a simple, cozy management game, but after playing it, it ended up being something a lot more heartwarming than I expected. inKONBINI is a story-driven cozy game set in the 90s Japan, where you play as Makoto, spending the summer working at her aunt's small convenience store in a quiet town. At first, it seems really simple. You're restocking shelves, organizing items, and you help customers find what they need. There's no pressures, no timers constantly stressing you out, just small everyday tasks and quiet conversations. And honestly, after a while, that routine became weirdly comforting. The gameplay focuses on simple, repetitive tasks, but the way those mechanics are designed is what makes the game really stand out. Each day usually starts with notes left behind from the previous shift. I really like this because it gave you a sense of what needs to be done on that shift that you're working. It made the store feel lived in, like you're just naturally stepping into an ongoing routine instead of starting every day from scratch. The stocking shelves isn't super complicated. You grab items from the storage room and place them where they belong. You just have to make sure that everything is organized properly. Sometimes things will be slightly out of place, like labels facing the wrong direction or products just being stocked in the wrong area, and walking around fixing those little details ended up being surprisingly really satisfying for me. There's something really relaxing about slowly organizing the store and seeing everything come together each shift. Even working the register feels more interactive than I expected. Instead of scanning items automatically, you actually rotate each item to find the barcode yourself, and after a while, it almost becomes kind of therapeutic. Then you have customers pay and you have to hand back the correct change manually. If you mess up, the game doesn't punish you or make you feel stressed, it just lets you try again, which really fits the overall vibe of the game. Helping customers that come in was probably one of my favorite parts. They don't always know exactly what they're looking for, so you have to pay attention to the clues that they give you to figure out what item they're actually needing. You end up jotting things down in your notebook, going back and referencing it, and narrowing things down and just making your best guess based on the conversation you had with them. And because the game doesn't really let you retry those moments, I found myself actually paying attention to what people were saying instead of just skipping through the dialogue like I normally do in games. The dialogue choices themselves are simple but feel natural. You're not choosing between a good or bad responses, you're just responding how you think Makoto would in that moment. And that makes the conversations feel more personal. When you put all of the mechanics together, they aren't super deep on their own, but they create this calm routine that just slowly pulls you into the world. And honestly, that's what surprised me most about this game. The customers ended up feeling so much more than just background NPCs. The more that days pass, the more familiar everyone becomes, and by the end of the game, I genuinely started feeling like I knew the people coming into the shop. That sense of familiarity is what gives the game a lot of its charm. The atmosphere plays a huge role as well. The entire game has this soft, nostalgic feeling to it. From the warm lighting and the colorful shelves to the quiet town and the subtle ASMR style sounds, everything feels really intentional. It's the kind of game that feels easy to sink into after a long, stressful day. The story takes place over a single week, and the pace stays pretty steady the whole time. There aren't any huge difficulty spikes or complicated systems constantly being introduced to you. Instead, the progression mostly comes from getting to know the customers better and becoming more attached to the space around you. I finished the game in around 4 to 5 hours, and honestly, I went in thinking that this was going to be a very management heavy style of game, so I was very surprised that it was very short and more story based. Now, at the end of the day, this game really isn't a game that you play for those deep systems or the endless progression. It's a game that you play for the atmosphere, the routine, and the feeling that it gives you while you're playing it. I kept thinking while I was playing that I feel like I am in a K-drama right now, and I kind of loved it. It's a simple game, it's slow, and at times a little bit repetitive, but I honestly think that's part of why it works so well. Everything just feels really intentional. This definitely won't be for everyone. If you're looking for the challenge, the complexity, or just fast gameplay, you're probably gonna get bored pretty quickly here. But if you want something calm, immersive, and just easy to unwind with, I think it's a game that really delivers on that. I do think it feels like the kind of game that's especially worth picking up on a sale, mostly because of just how short it is. But for me, this ended up being less about whether it is a good game mechanically and definitely more about the experience that it created. That feeling is what stuck with me most. So, is inKONBINI worth it? If you're looking for a calm, cozy game with a strong atmosphere and character-driven moments, I definitely say it's worth trying or getting it on a sale. Hopefully this video helped you decide whether or not inKONBINI is a game for you. If it did, be sure to like and subscribe for more cozy gaming content, and let me know in the comments if this feels like something that you would play. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, so happy gaming.